Well, hello, this is Rochelle, and welcome to my channel. I so enjoyed doing this particular page in the BTW4G study, which is called I Am. And in day 9, he speaks of the second I Am, and he says, I am the light of the world. And it's, again, very rich study-wise. And so what I'm doing here is I'm just drawing a little light bulb on a white piece of cardstock. I'm going to be using it as a mask. So I want to cut it out with my blade so that it has the negative of this light bulb, that's what you call it, which I will then put on this page to stamp through. So in the end, the stamping of these flowers are only going to be on this piece that's cut out to look like the shape of a lamp. Tried my stays on ink, but it just didn't work. I think I need to re-ink it. And then carrying on in the VersaFine Onyx black ink. This is a very rich pigment ink, archival pigment ink. Doesn't move with liquids or water. You want to allow it to dry though, especially I did this one on a gessoed page, a prepared page, so that it doesn't bleed through. I didn't want it to bleed through. I have got an entry at the back of this page, and so I didn't want that to go through to that page. So I'm getting right up on top of that stamping area so that I can line it up nicely. You'll see my head in the shot a whole lot. And then using the masks that I created for the other entries, just masking out these flowers so that I can get on top of them with some leaves and fill up that space without making too much of a mess where everything overlaps. Okay, so again, just stamping with the masks until all that's left is this outlining of this piece, and then it may look at like a hot mess at the moment, but when I lift it up after I've outlined this piece, you'll see it has this little light bulb. So what I'm going to be doing is just laying down some of this Daniel Smith. It's like a yellow and a gold type of color that is included on the paint swatch in this kit, and I'm going to be putting that in the background, so making my background yellow. I probably could have done this before, but it wouldn't have had the same effect. And then again using those colors to fill in the background in much the same way as Megan Wells does on her pages. I love how the flowers are then kind of white and the background is all kinds of different colors. So this is really just watching me paint in the background of it. But I do want to speak a bit more about God being the light of this world, Jesus being the light of this world. I've spoken about this before in some of the other studies in Creative Retreat that we've done, where if you walk into a dark room and you switch on the light, it's not like the darkness and the light has a fight, and you know, it's physically a touch and go kind of time where you don't know whether light's going to win or darkness is going to win. It's as simple as switching on the light and it dispelling the darkness. It is not a struggle or an issue, or there isn't a doubt where you think, oh, maybe if I switch on this light, it's not going to work. There's never that kind of doubt. And in the same way, we should have faith in Jesus being the light in this world. In other words, he shows the path, he shows us the way we should go in, and then he lights it up so that we can see where we're going. There's no place for darkness where there is light. And so that's why I use this light bulb image. No deep significance to the flowers in it, just pretty, but it helped me remember this statement that Jesus is the light. And it also helps me to not want to fight this battle on my own. It's not like I have to bring in the light into the room. The light runs through the electricity switch. All I need to do is to switch it on. So when I connect to God, when I connect to Jesus in a daily way, He daily lights up the darkness in my life and daily shows me the way into the future and my purpose and His plan for my life. I'm sticking down that ephemera piece that just says the light, and then just highlighting the pieces in this passage where it speaks of Jesus being the light to the world. And then what I'm going to do is just going to write down some of the devotional content speaking about this light onto this page. Light also signifies purity and holiness. It's the way in which we should live. It's the way which we should apply to our lives daily so that it stays light and doesn't dim out or go back to darkness. Thank you for joining me during this study, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.